Boy, MC, I'm back. Yeah, we're going to talk about that Social Security, these increases. Look at it through screens. Let me turn on the chat. Got some $2,000 payments coming out, and some people is going to get more. But also, in the meanwhile, let's check out some of this the fraud that been captured and caught. You can say either Doge did it, Social Security Administration was at hand and at their work. So with little ado, I got that from the media tutorial channel. He used to say that saying I had to bring the light down. Yeah, now I got some better lighting. Let's look at some of these clips and keep this show started. I'm trying to warm back up to things with y'all. Haven't been going live. I went live on Facebook, but fair use with this video that's coming up. Let's look at some of the first thing off the bat, the scam warning.
Did you know you can
I knew this was going to happen. They love doing a commercial when you get back into a groove.
use AI to create voiceover audio? Natural Reader.
So,
AI voice generator is the easiest way to clone your voice for commercial projects.
So far, at least 47 people in Washington have fallen. Tonight, the King County Prosecutor's Office is putting out a scam warning. It involves these bogus letters from the Social Security Administration and the FDIC. So far, at least 47 people in Washington have fallen victim to this scam, 21 of them in King County. In one case, a victim lost $800.
Check that out. Do you?
$70,000. Patrick Hines is joining me now. 21 of them in King County. At least 47 people in Washington have fallen victim to this scam, 21 of them in King County. In one case,
dang, 21 of them. 21 of them fell victim to that letter. Don't that letter look real original? And then check out the way they put the seal around the letter. They didn't put the seal on both of them, but they put on that second one. It's like, wow. Scammers be busy like hell, putting up letters, and then when they do it, is it that they have a list already or something of elderly folks? Because my father, he's 95, and he said he gets all sorts of phone calls that he didn't won. He didn't won this. He didn't won this. He entitled to this. And then so I guess they basically get these seniors and shit in the frenzy of, wow. Hey, you have won a trip or this or bonus or something. But let's listen to the other part of this video. But dang, that is a crazy letter. And then they put a telephone number down there. So, wow. And then that's the part that cracked me up. It's the telephone number down there. Dang. A sealed telephone number, dates, addresses. When they go all up and out, but does it have the returning thing on it? So, to return, or man, let's just check out some more shit. I really haven't seen all of it.
Case, a victim lost $870,000. Patrick Hines is joining me now. He's chair of the Economic Crimes and Wage Theft Division at the King County Prosecutor's Office. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
So how does the scam work?
In a nutshell, this scam really works by playing on people's fear, on a sense of urgency that's created by the scammers, and by the sense of secrecy that they create. The way it starts is victims will receive some sort of initial communication, usually electronic, a text message, an email. Sometimes it's a pop-up on their computer screen that tells them that they have already been the victim of some sort of scam. The account's been taken over, their identity has been stolen, and that they need to follow up with a trusted governmental entity or their banking or financial institution, so the FDIC or the FBI. And they're given a link or a phone number to call, or a space where they can put in their phone number, and that takes them directly to the scammer, who starts the process of telling them this story. And
wow. So that's what it is. That's the process of telling them this story. So go over there and check that out on Fox 13 News. Man, I mean, dang, with the phone number, the process. I mean, it's a straight scam ring. I mean, when I see stuff like this, it reminds me of those old movies and stuff back in the days, and the casino and those theft movies, and man, especially the one, especially of the real oldie one that Bill Cosby and who was the other Sidney Poitier used to play in. That one was funny. Now, those are classics. That one, and then they had the real Biggie. Hey, I'm Biggie Small in it. So but then some others came, and then I remember the Italian heist movie. But these are like thieves. But those scammers, woo, that's something else, man. So on Social Security. So if you're over 65, let's listen to this update so we can talk about that $2,000. So, did you say $2,000? $2,000? Yeah, that's what I said. I said $2,000. So, fair use on this one right here. And let me put my glasses on. And where is our boy? He used to be a Social Security administrator. He did that one, but then he did the other one. Well, let me click this. It's on this channel. So y'all see it? Over 65 mistakes. He's talking about, well, let's just look at the recent one that I was finna do. Oh man. It's your boy right here.
So after you All right, we want to talk about some more fake news going on out there about supposedly a $3,200 check going out from the Social Security Administration. So I'm going to get to the live Q&A, but I want to dispel this myth here pretty quickly. It shouldn't take that long, but I think it was a Cleveland Woman's Magazine that was talking about this, and somehow, you know how social media works. Some TikTokers picked up on it, so there's a bunch on TikTok out there. Some people said they can't hear anything. Please let me know. No sound. Well, this is not good. All right, I was messing around with my sound yesterday. Let me come. Still no sound, huh? Let's see what we have here. Okay, all right. Some people can hear, some people can't. What's going on here? Okay, anyway, all right. So we'll continue on. This is what happens when you get. Okay, all right. Some people hear, some people can't. Okay, thank you very much for letting me know. All right, this is a live Q&A. The sound yesterday wasn't great, so I adjusted it today, and I thought I messed it up, but sounds are good. Okay, so. There's a Cleveland Women's Magazine that picked up on something, and then a bunch of TikTokers picked up on it. So we want to dispel this right now. But basically, there's a bunch of information out there about a $3,200 stimulus going out there, Social Security check, and it's 100% correct. So there is no stimulus coming out right now. There's nothing projected here in the future. The whole Doge dividend, that's done. It was never pretty much never going to happen. So that's not that's not even in the ballgame. The $3,200 basically what it is if you work, here's usually how these social media type of myths start out there. There's a element of truth, and then they kind of take it off into something that's not even relevant. But it's basically, if you work your entire life and you max out your earnings. So this year, the max you pay into Social Security is $176,100. After that, you don't pay FICA taxes anymore. Okay. If you do that for 35 years, then your benefit amount is over about $5,000. This is the first time. 2025 is the first time the max benefit you can get from Social Security is over $5,000. But again, you have to work max over your high 35 years of earnings in order to get that. And you have to wait until you're delayed retirement credits are maxed out. What are your delayed retirement credits? Is basically you have to wait till 70 years old. So after you, if you delay
Wow. So feel free, feel free to go over there and check out his channel on that one. And he got the $32,000 right on it. And he's going to say that delayed reaction. But wow, if you go all the way to 70, this is where you're going to be entitled to seeing $5,000 if you max out all of your credits and stuff like that. So right on his page, you get to learn bits and bits and more information on the Social Security Administration. Man, I had the $2,000 one somewhere up in there, but I'm finna hunt it down like Johnny the Hound. Where is it, baby? It's right here. So I'll go like this, or else we're gonna have to look at some frosters. There it is. Well, this got 2,000. Let's look at this. Ain't that something? Where's it? Well, that's time to just show y'all some scams. Oh, here it is. This is the one. Man, so what I'm gonna do? We're gonna get over here, and I'm gonna show y'all some more of these fraudsters and scammers. And then while you're watching that, then I'm gonna line up. But man, but I got a cold fraudster and scammer here. Man, this was straight up elderly abuse on someone that fought for our country. And I mean, this guy is a doozy. And I think it's in here, or is it this one? Man, there's three of them. I think I clicked this one by accident.
Somebody without the use of their arms and legs.
Grand jury for wire fraud, theft of government fraud count carries up to 20. Should he be made to Brian Ditch was supposed to be caring for his quad. A 44-year-old Missouri man named Brian Ditch was supposed to be caring for his quadriplegic uncle, a U.S. Army veteran. Brian had been made responsible for his uncle, Thomas Clubb. After he was paralyzed while serving in the U.S. Army, Mr. Clubb had dementia and was unable to control his bowels or use his hands and feet. The VA was paying Mr. Clubb $9,500 a month in disability compensation benefits, and Social Security was sending him about $1,300 a month. Brian Ditch was supposed to use the money to take care of his disabled uncle, but instead, he kept his uncle locked in his garage at the Salem house and under his control 24 hours a day. His uncle was forced to sit in his own urine and feces without the ability to eat or drink. Brian Ditch used his uncle's benefits on himself, buying exotic reptiles, lavish vacations, and enriching himself while his uncle stayed locked in the garage. Let's listen to the prosecutor, Assistant U.S. Attorney Derek Weissema.
I'm going to speed it up.
An abhorrent, reprehensible crime. A crime committed against a family member, a veteran, somebody without the use of their arms and legs. It's a disturbing and flagrant lack of regard for human life. After his uncle passed away, as the indictment alleges, he hid his uncle's body, concealing his body in order to continue his scheme to defraud, to continue to steal those disability benefits even after his uncle passed away.
When his uncle died in 2019, Brian Ditch did not report the death and instead put the body in a freezer and told his relatives that Uncle Clubb was in a nursing home. He continued to collect the benefits for 6 more years until authorities discovered the body on March 21st, 2025. They found the dead body wrapped in a trash bag, partially frozen and stuffed inside a garbage can in a shed. They also found 3 shotguns, which Brian Ditch was not allowed to have because he is a convicted felon. In all, Brian Ditch stole more than $650,000 from the Veterans Administration and $235,000 of Social Security disability benefits. Ditch was indicted on Wednesday, May 7th, 2025, and charged with 4 felony counts of wire fraud, 4 counts of aggravated identity theft, 2 counts of theft of government property, and 1 count of being a felon in possession of a firearm.
Damn. See, that was recent. May 2025, recently. Golly. And he went 6 more years. So, and think about it. During COVID, he had a chance to like really, man. He was getting $10,000. It was like, what was? Oh, he was like straight party. So look at all those counts. So I wonder how much time did he get? Fair use. Feel free to go to this website because
If there was ever a case of lock him up and throw away the key, this is it, folks. In my opinion, this guy should either get the chair or life in prison. So what do you think? What should happen to Brian Ditch? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Our last case involves a 54.
So, and then now I wonder, what did this lady do?
4-year-old woman from Missouri named Star Lumos, who also goes by the name Star Rodriguez. This soccer mom with 3 children filed for Social Security disability benefits back in 2009. She collected SSDI benefits from 2009 to 2024, but was supposed to report any improvement in her ability to work or any income that she receives from work to the SSA. Star did not report that to the SSA. In fact, she started a wedding and event planning business with her adult daughters and did not report her physical abilities, her income, or her ownership in the business to the SSA. In all, she received more than $174,000 of disability fraud. CDI investigators uncovered the fraud after multiple surveillance operations were conducted. Federal law requires individuals receiving disability benefits to report any income or work activity that could affect their eligibility. Star was indicted on 1 count of theft of government money and 1 count of concealing information from the Social Security Administration. The charge of theft of government money carries sentence of up to 10 years in prison. The charge of concealing information is up to 5 years in prison. Star turned herself in on April 24th, 2025, and pled not guilty to the charges. She is awaiting her day in court. What do you think? Should Star be collecting SSDI benefits while operating a business? If guilty, how much time should Star get? Leave us a comment down below.
So, leave me a comment. Leave me a comment also down below, okay? Right over here. Because, man, these people have been up here partying. That was an April and May one. 2 fresh ones. Straight off the grid. So, that is the fraud that we're seeing up out here. But in the meanwhile, let's check up on the $2,000. $2,000. Somebody say $2,000? Yeah, $2,000. Social Security benefits. So, to see it is still up for grabs. Well, it's not up for grabs. These are the things that seniors earn. See, extra cash, Social Security. And then we can check the one from 10 days ago or closer than that. But right now, let's check out our boy Josh. Josh, he might have some receipts. See, I want to check out somebody that have receipts, forms, documents. See, so let me allow y'all to see what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. See if y'all was in the chat. 2000 arrived on Wednesday, the 11th. Now that one's gonna move slow. But we're gonna check out one of my regulars in a minute. See, 2,000 monthly lump sum. But let's see what exactly is jumping off here. Fair use. No.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic
Fair
day
use
so
to John.
far. So later on this week, certain beneficiaries of Social Security are going to be receiving a check of right around $2,000 on average. In today's video, we are going to be breaking down who all can expect to receive their check and the exact date these checks are going to be dropping. But before we go ahead and dive into the video for today, if you would like to receive up to $200 in free stock or $200 in free cash, in a pinned comment below, I will be leaving a link to Robinhood. All you have to do is once you click on that link is just sign up for a free account and then simply link your bank account. You do not even have to make an opening deposit. At that point in time, Robinhood will be sending you one free stock worth all the way up to $200. And if you really just have the cash, all you have to do is once you receive the free stock is just sell it for what it's worth and then transfer the cash value right back to your bank account. Okay, so diving right into it for today. So before we get into the $2,000 checks on average going out later on this week, first off, we're going to be diving into an update on Trump's one big beautiful bill, as he calls it, which also includes a $4,000 senior deduction for those age 65 and older. So right now the bill is in the Senate. It passed in the House just a couple of weeks ago, and right now in the Senate they are making changes, they're modifying certain things, and they're set to release the text very soon. And once the text is released, at that point
Fair use. Go over
in
there.
time, we're going to find out which senators are a yes on the bill and which senators are a no. Now, there are certain issues, like, for example, just overall spending levels. We have senators like Rand Paul, for example, who believe we're just spending too much on the bill, and he's pretty much going to vote no matter what. And then we have some other senators who right now are probably going to vote yes either way. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the update here right from this article from The Hill. They say that President Trump and Senate Republicans are facing a crucial week in their push to enact the mammoth bill containing their domestic agenda. GOP leaders are hoping to unveil text this week that contains some of the thorniest issues they've been trying to work out, and the coming days could prove critical for winning over the holdouts whose support will be necessary to pass the legislation. So just breaking it down here, it's going to be very important. Right now in the Senate, there are 53 Republicans, and then we have 45 Democrats and 2 independents. Now, these 2 independents normally 99% of the time side with the Democrats. So right now, if Republicans want to pass this bill or their version of the bill through the Senate, they can only afford to really have 3 Republicans vote no. That means they'll have 50 yes votes to 50 no votes. And then, of course, J.D. Vance, the vice president, will be the tie-breaking vote. Now, the reason they only need 50 votes with this bill when compared to other bills where they would normally need 60 votes is because this bill is a reconciliation bill. And in reconciliation bills, they only need just 50. June 18th, the U.S.'s Social Security Administration is who receive Social Security retirement checks are due to get their monthly payment in the coming days. On Wednesday.
So what I did, I haven't seen this video, and then I go at the bottom of the timeline and I read it, and I saw that he was coming back to some Social Security stuff. So hang in there with me. That's good. So you know that after 65, you're entitled to get some Social Security, full payments, but it's going to be some changes. And he said something about $5,000. So feel free to go over here to Josh Anderson, check out his show. And right, like I said, Medicaid. Let's go and look at what he's saying on Medicaid. That's how the Medicaid statement looks. All right, let's see what he said on this one. So let's get back to this fair use.
AS, many Americans who receive Social Security retirement checks are
there go to 2,000.
So according to AS, many Americans who receive Social Security retirement checks are due to get their monthly payment in the coming days. On Wednesday, June 18th, the U.S.'s Social Security Administration is to distribute the latest round of payments on this month's schedule. Now, the SSA is also scheduled to issue Social Security disability insurance and survivor benefits next Wednesday. So as far as who's going to be getting their check in just a couple of days, on June 18th, of the approximately 70 million recipients of retirement, SSDI or survivor benefits in the U.S. Most are paid on 1 of 3 Wednesdays each month. Now, each beneficiary's designated Wednesday is decided by their date of birth. So on June 18th, on Wednesday this week, the SSA is to send out benefit checks to recipients whose birthdays falls between the 11th and 20th of any given month. And then the following Wednesday after this Wednesday, on June 25th, if you were born between the 21st and 31st of any given month, you will be receiving your check.
So that's basically how everybody's going to be getting their checks. So I don't know if y'all want to see some more fraud stuff, but that's how everybody's going to be receiving their checks and get that $2,000 bonus. And those are the dates. And thank y'all for really checking out this show because, man, what y'all think about this fraud stuff? See, as we speaking right now, somebody's doing some fraud right now. Somebody licking envelopes and sending out them letters. Matter of fact, somebody probably sending out some letters of like you will have some people been spending up your credit card. So I want to have them been sending out letters like that, credit card fraud, like you overspend, you over this. And then that one that letter, that one got me too, because that man is like, you don't know who is sending that out. That to me feel like it's sort of like an American inside job thing. Because that second envelope with that seal in there, that looks like, shoot, man. Is it a certain paper that they use? I don't know. The only thing I know is that, I've just had to get loose for a show tonight, and I would like to thank all of y'all for showing up. And I'm at to start kicking in some of those raggedy shows I've been telling y'all about, but them hell of a blessing homeless outreach shows, because it appears that I get better numbers with the homeless outreach ones, or if I'm doing the homeless interviews or handing out food, and especially those Figueroa ones. So the thing about that, you gotta fix your car up real good, but that intercom scanner one, those are hard to do. So until then, and I figured out how to make my GoPro go.